What's something that you're taking into your next chapter that's good? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another pick a card reading. This one pairs with the last one, which was about something that is closing out of your life for good, that you won't have to deal with ever again or much again or in the same way at all, at the same level of difficulty or challenge. And I was thinking there's so much closing out for spiritual folk at this time. It's just one thing after another being released as we move into this next frequency, that I kind of want to see what's something good that we're going to be taking with us, something good in your life right now that resonates with you authentically right now that you're going to be bringing with you. I'm getting this sense from this collective that there's a lot of things that closed out, and it felt good to close some of these things out that no longer served you, but there's a feeling of closing out and saying goodbye and moving on and ending a lot of things, where having something that you know is good for you and that you're going to be bringing with you into this brand new chapter and big one for a lot of you, with these like big drastic changes happening for a lot of us folk in this wave, something familiar. All right, so we're going to be looking at that. I hope you enjoy it, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile one with the Moonstone. We're looking at what's good and matches your authentic vibe now that's coming with you into your next chapter. Something good in your life now. Bouquet. And I kind of danced with this Moonstone card. Compliments from an admirer. Okay, so I do feel like there's this energy of romance. Not just romance, admirers. So I do feel like people admiring you for what you've achieved or the person you've become, and all the details of your life that you've focused on, expanded, made better. I'm hearing recognition. So I do feel like there's a lot of admirers, and of course a lot of them are going to have crushes on you, have romantic interest in you, and some that are platonic are just going to want to be your friend or work with you or be around you or just be able to know you. And so I do get the sense of admirers, and I feel like that's something that you've already kind of started having towards the end of your last chapter, pile one. Okay. It's very interesting. It was very, like, to the point. Because I was like, is it a specific person? And I'm like, no, it's the energy. It's the energy of admiration. It's because you're at this point where you admire your own life and the work that you've done. And I feel like it's pretty unique or very, very authentic to you. And I think you can't fake authenticity. You can't feign it. It's like you have it or you don't, and people can sense it, and you have it. So being able to recognize it in yourself, other people are also starting to recognize it in you, in droves, I'm hearing. And I'm getting expression with the Three of Swords here. Like, I do feel like this energy of feeling like you can finally express yourself. There's something about being proud of who you are rather than trying to hide it. Lovers, yeah. And of course, it's going to attract a lot of admirers of the romantic kind as well. But you can see this in like your career with job offers, people want to be your friends. I do see like getting more notoriety for whatever it is that you do publicly. If you hang out with friends a lot, if you're with family a lot, if you have if you're like kind of the public facing person in your career, I'm just getting a ton of like people can see you and you feel more comfortable expressing who you are. You're recognizing and like finding power in your ability to express your true self and being able to hold your authentic energy stronger. Okay, so why Why is it coming with you? What's so good about it? 8 of Wands in reverse and 5 of Swords. Yeah, it's already kind of started with you. And with the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Swords here, it's interesting. 2 difficult cards. This was a very, very difficult thing to do. Like, to be your true self in a world of people who value shallowness and surface level looks and status. I'm getting like you passed the test. Okay, sorry if you hear my stomach growling and my kitten eating. There's a lot going on right now, apparently. I feel like this kind of ties in with your reading pile 1. Like, it's just like, I think there's just been so much going on around you that you finally took a second to recognize where you are now. And it's very powerful where you are. You have the 10 of Cups, wow, and the 9 of Pentacles, wow. Pile 1, you're in luck here. You know, everything that's coming to you, you deserve and you worked for, but also it's kind of equivalent to how much you've were grinding behind the scenes. So there's like something about, yeah, you worked for it, but like there was more adversity behind it. Because I feel like, yeah, you can get ahead in life picking the path that most people have already taken. Like, you know, like if you want to do well in this career, you take these steps because people before you have done it. But I feel like your path was more kind of like you had to make the steps. You had to make the path. If that makes sense. Okay. And then what's so good about bringing in this specific, it's not even a specific person, but I'm getting specific energy, like this admiration energy. 9 of Snow, that's overwhelmed. That's the 9 of Swords in reverse. So we have the 3, 5, and 9, the 3 more difficult sword cards coming out, along with a lot of the positive abundance cards. I feel like it's like long overdue. There's this energy of like, I don't know, like being a diamond in the rough. Like for so long and for too long, you were kind of hidden or beneath the radar, but now it's your time to shine. In fact, that you're kind of urged to by Source to kind of step into the limelight, to kind of do your thing. I'm hearing you were even protected from that light until you were here, until you could recognize how powerful your energy has become. Okay, so what's the point of this like admiration though? Like, is there anyone specific coming? No, it's just, I feel like you're someone who was like really in their head about like, can people really see what I'm about, you know? Like, can people really, like, is this work worth it? Is all the little efforts I made in life worth it? All the times that I did the right thing, even though it was harder, and then got yelled at for it, was it all worth it? You know, like being the good person, doing the right thing, doing the hard thing, like all those kinds of things. And I'm getting from Spirit that like the abundance and admiration you're going to get is equivalent to all that worrying. And why is there so much worrying? Wow. Oh, because you've been working on this for a very long time. So I feel like it was like a very long journey where your patience was so tested. Like it was like, it wasn't like 1 or 2 failures. It was 10 or 100 failures. It's kind of like one of those things, like, you know when someone's going to succeed when they've been like really working at it and like keep going even if they fail or if they don't see results. And I feel like you're kind of in that energy. Like you kept going. There were so many times that like you didn't think you were going to make it, or you know, where you could have called it quits, you know, something like that. And lastly, the Queen of Snow, Clarity, which is a Queen of Swords. Finally, a positive swords card. Like you finally see the truth, what it was all for, who you are, how you're proud of who you are, even if no one knows who you are, what you've done, like kind of thing, you know, like, you know, and that's good enough, more than good enough. Like I feel like you feel the power. You definitely hold the power. You feel it. All right, Padawan. So admirations, get ready to just be very much adored. And it's because you found that admiration for yourself. You've been through trials and tribulations and you came up on top, you failed, and now you succeeded. It's kind of like this huge story arch that you lived life, Padawan, and you made it. And no one's going to be able to take that away from you. So you've been through stuff and you made it through, and here are your rewards and admiration. I feel like you will forever admire yourself for what you've done, and people can sense it and will admire you for it too. It's going to be a little bit more showcased. I feel like you might be even like talking to people about it now that it's like, I'm hearing over, quote unquote. So I don't know if it's something that like it was a big challenge, or if it was just like a challenging time and you finally like got through it. So people are going to be asking you about your success and how you did it and how you got over certain challenges. What was your own specific way of handling this? Like now you're the person that people look to for wisdom and inspiration. So Padawan, I hope you enjoyed your reading. You could definitely pick another crystal as well if you want a secondary energy. That's something good you're going to be taking with you. The other reading that's matched with this is also really good reading. It's like closing out, but something that's makes you feel good is closing out. So it's like a good feel too, especially around the time that I'm posting this with the equinox energy. We kind of know that things are moving in a different direction in the collective. A lot of people are seeing a huge split in their life. And so this is very relevant, and it will continue to be relevant for the years to come. It doesn't happen really overnight, but like for you, whenever you come across this, that's when it's happening for you in your life. All right, Padawan. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pal 2. With a Shungite crystal, we're looking at something you're taking into your next chapter that is good. Something in your life right now that is good, that continues to resonate with you on your authentic vibe, and is coming with you into the next chapter. Okay, so what is this? Hat. You will be playing a different role. Okay, so that's something different, but okay, September. There's some time frames here. Crown, honor, respect will come to you. Okay, so we go from a hat to a crown. I'm getting a huge upgrade in your role. And we'll see what kind of role. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Okay, so there's something that you're prepared for, and that you have been prepared for some time, whether you're conscious or unconscious about it. I feel like even consciously, you know, like you've been kind of prepping for something like this to happen. Like you just kind of felt and knew this might happen in your life or in the life of someone you know, your friends or your family circle, or your workplace or your neighborhood or the world. I just feel like you knew this event would come to pass and that you would have to prepare for something like this. I'm not a doomsday prepper vibe, but more of like I think I will need these skills at some point. I think I will need to lead this at some point or go into this field at some point. So it's old in the sense, this is something that's old, or like something you already have in your life, in the sense that something in your back of your mind forever, for a very long time, has been kind of telling you like this is going to happen at some point in your life. But I think right now you might have even forgotten about it or haven't really. I think you're kind of more open-minded as to what will unfold in your life. So like even if it's still in the back of your head, it's not something that's very prominent right now. It's not something that you think about often. Throne, wow. Yeah, see, the crown and the throne, position of authority. So I do think you know that you have the ability to lead or to problem solve really well, or you're very handy, very skilled in certain set of skills, or knowledgeable in a specific fields of knowledge or something. There's something about like, you know, something that you have is going to be good for, I'm hearing an emergency, but it's not like a crisis, natural disaster type of energy. It's more kind of like a low to medium level crisis, like, you know, something that you can work on over a period of time. So it's not like an overnight kind of emergency. It's just kind of something like that's urgent, but it could be a natural disaster. But like, I feel like it's more kind of something that you can take the lead in for a few weeks or a few months or something like that. Okay, so what you're taking with you is this knowing that you're going to be stepping up to be a leader in some way, in some special way that is like really like perfect for your skill set, knowledge, or yeah, like you're perfect for the role. It's like really a time for you to shine, Paltu. And we know that Shungite is a purifying crystal, so I do feel like it's like I'm hearing divine purification, and I don't mean that in kind of like a weird, like religious culty type of way. I mean it in kind of like a, it's because you're so divinely connected. I do feel like this is like a spiritual leader type of role. You could be a leader in a physical sense, stepping up in like a physical way. I mean, you definitely are, but I feel like there's more to it. Like, I feel like whatever the skill set you have, it's like a psychic skill set that might be complementary with a physical skill set, but like something about like, you have to be really intuitive to do this, and to be fair, you have to be really intuitive to be a leader. But yeah, you're stepping up to be a leader in this role, and it's something that's like short term, but it leads to like more things in the future, like a career or something like that. Queen of Cups in reverse and the Magician. Why is the Queen of Cups in reverse? There's a sense of like, you put aside your emotions in order to step up for this thing, whatever this thing is. I think you might be even prepared. Like, maybe you're just well prepared because whatever is going to be happening, like, you've already prepared yourself for the narrative. You already know the truth. You're already kind of immune to any darkness you might have to confront, or any like difficult people or something like that. Like, there's something about like, you've done the training just through your everyday life, or whatever you do for work, or just from family and friends and people who cause you so much grief, I'm hearing in the past. Like, you've gone through your training already. That's why you're divinely appointed. This isn't something like, this is something that's more of a like a soul mission, more of like a purpose type thing. So you're gonna be like divinely appointed. It's not like someone looks at your resume. It's just kind of like, this will fall in your lap. Like, you'll be called to this role. And like, your resume is like your life experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were made for this. You're ready. You're not bothered by whatever this situation or issue is. Or it does, I mean, you're not, you know, don't have a heart of stone. Like, I feel like you're just prepared, mentally prepared for this, whatever this kind of role is. And physically. Interesting. So this is something you're bringing with you. This is so bizarre. I'm thinking here, like, I'm going to be like, oh, this friend, or this eating habit, or this good habit that you worked on, or a book or something. And then we get like this role that you had when you've always had in the back of your mind that you would step into one day. Very serious. Just goes to show, like, it's a sign of the times. Like right now, like there's just like so many big things happening for our wave. Okay, anyway. Okay, so why is it coming with you? What's so good about it? Home. So I'm getting like you're going to be with other people who are also leaders that can also step up in this way. So you're going to meet a lot of soul family, soul friends and stuff like that through this kind of lower level crises. I do feel like it might be more than one. Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's like I'm hearing initial meeting. So like I feel like this is a way for you to kind of meet some of the other soul family and soul friends that you're going to be kind of doing more work with in the future. Nine of Cups. Yeah, extremely happy. I feel like this is like your group. This is your community. This is your like work family, or just, you know, soul family. Like this is the way that you're meeting them. I also do see if you're looking for a partner, a life partner, a romantic partner, I do feel like you'll meet them this way as well. Or if you're already partnered up, this is a way for you and your partner to meet other like-minded couples and friends. I do get a sense of community, like a very strong sense of community. So I do get like something in the back of your mind that you've always thought you were going to do, and you kind of put it away because you're like, okay, like it happens or it doesn't, but you can't stop living your life. It happens. So what you're bringing with you is your experience, which gets you prepared for this role that you always knew that you were going to kind of play out, but you just didn't know how. Because you're very intuitive. You have to be a leader. Yeah, I think it kind of like surprises you because you go from wearing a hat, like a normal average everyday person hat, to wearing like a crown and sitting on a throne. Like you're given a lot of respect. You're given a lot of leeway to handle things your way, to organize it in the way that you want to. I think you're gonna surprise yourself with like how prepared you are for this role because of the experiences that you've had in life. I'm getting that like Slumdog Millionaire type of energy, like where every question that he has a life experience that he somehow randomly knows the answer. To those questions. Like I feel like that's something that it's kind of like an experience that you might have. It's just like everything that you kind of brought up against when you first thrown into this role is kind of like, oh wow, yeah, I remember doing this at this workplace, or having this experience with a friend or family member with going through this, like that helps you out kind of thing. You're gonna know like this was like divinely thrown your way. Okay, so why is it good? What's so good about it? What's so good about this situation coming through for you? 8 of Wands, just the 8 of Pentacles. Carved by time. I got cleared by time, especially with the purification crystal. I feel like it's time to clean things up. And you're definitely the spiritual ground crew. Someone who's going to be like the spiritual leader, boots on the ground, that starts to physically clean up this realm, this planet, this home of ours. I feel like you know before most people, you and your new friends here, your new family here, that it's time to kind of move into the golden age. It's time to kind of clean up things. I think it's going to be different for each person that comes across this, like what exactly you're cleaning up. I see carriage, but I saw carnage first. So I'm getting there's like a lot of dark stuff that people just kind of feel like if they hide all that stuff, like it doesn't exist, you don't have to deal with it, but like we have to, as a species, we have to like face like what our fellow humans have been dealing with, what we've been living with on this planet, on our home, and be more aware. That's why I'm getting like you're probably gonna know all the stuff like before the collective, or most of the collective. But I do feel like you're gonna go. This is a journey that you're gonna go on with like people who become like your family, because it's physical and mental. Like I did get a reading about this a while back, maybe a year or two ago, but like something about like light workers who come together when this is about to happen, and you form like small groups or communities with your soul family members, because it's like such a difficult thing to kind of see all that stuff. So you help each other keep your vibes high, but you have a more difficult task here at Pile 2, where you're actually kind of like seeing or witnessing like kind of the end of that dark stuff. Okay, and helping with it, cleaning it up and healing and whatever. So that's why it's another good reason. Like another reason why you're coming together with soul family is because like you need to be powered up. You need to be able to replenish your energies. You need to be able to collaborate with others who can work on that level, kind of thing. You know. I'm getting like a mission trip. You know. So it is good. Let me see if there's like actual people coming with you. Like, is there physical people coming with you into this next thing that you know? For most of you, it's kind of just like you and your wealth. Like, I do feel like you're going to get like a huge boost of abundance energies, like actual money energies. And I feel like you're meant to kind of keep it for yourself, or you and your partner, or you and your immediate family, and if they're going to be coming with you. But I do feel like it's like kind of more of a solo thing, so you might separate from others. I feel like it's kind of like this energy of like you might get a lot of abundance because you're going to be doing this kind of work, and it's divinely appointed, so it's like divine, you're on the divine payroll, you know, so you're going to get a lot of money, but you're not meant to be like spend it on people who are not there yet. So like you're gonna, because you're such a kind soul, you might want to spend it on your friends or family or the people around you, places you work, places you went to school. But like I think you're gonna be kind of guided to just like, you're meant to keep your vibes high, and that's another reason you're getting all that money, is just to kind of keep up your sanity, keep up your spirits, while you do all this kind of difficult work that other people might not understand. So they might just see the wealth, they might not see the hard work yet. So there's kind of like a little bit of a separation happening, where light workers are going to start working on this kind of stuff behind the scenes a little bit more, until it becomes kind of more palatable for the collective to kind of understand, yeah, this dark stuff is happening, but we're also like working on it, so it's okay. Like I think a lot of people are hesitant to kind of look at the dark stuff because they don't know how to formulate like a safe story with it. Like they don't know how, like they can't solve it. So like if some people already have solutions, like it's going to be easier for them to digest, be like, hey, we have this huge problem, but here's a solution that we're all already kind of implementing. It'll be easier to kind of digest, if you understand. Okay, is there anything else Spirit wants to say to you about this beautiful like leadership position that you're bringing with you? Why is it good for you? The stars, the illuminated path. Yeah, you've always known this is kind of your thing. This is like your life purpose, and it is pretty heroic, and it is very like obvious, like that this is what you're meant to do. And as more and more people kind of like see you in this light, they're gonna, you know, really understand the depth of your purpose here. It's gonna be very like, it's gonna be inspirational for people to see someone do things that you do, It's going to make them feel hope that they can find it within themselves. But of course, you've worked really hard to get here. Definitely a beautiful life ahead of you. It's like something you always knew. Like, you're like, I always knew that I was meant to kind of do something like this. And you are. And you fit the role really well. It's like a high level. Like, you kind of go in just expecting to just kind of help out here and there, and then you're like automatically promoted or given a bigger role than you anticipated, and you take it on seamlessly, beautifully. All right, pile 2. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3. With a diamond crystal, we're looking at something good that you're taking with you into your next chapter. So this is something that still resonates with you and your authentic energy, or does now, that you can bring with you to your next chapter, because everything else kind of probably fell away. And a lot of things, and a lot of big things for a lot of people. So there's some comfort knowing that something is on your vibe in your life now that you're bringing with you. Key: successful outcome to your problems. All right. I am getting that, like, there's a lot of problems that you solved. I'm getting like a surprising amount. I feel like almost everything in your life, specifically right now, pile 3, it's like not it. Like, it's not the right vibe. Like, it's like, I feel like you have an idea of what you want in great detail, down to the clothes that you wear, or the furniture that you have, or the work that you do and how you do it, how you conduct the business, how you take care of yourself in terms of health, what you use as your tools in your toolkit for any specific problem in your life. Like, I feel like it's very specific. What you want to have around your home, what's inside your car. Like, I feel like you've solved every problem. I feel like you attacked every problem in your life, and that's why you solved. And I'm getting, like, for most of you, not everyone, but like most of you, I feel like you're still surrounded by all the things, or mostly all the things that are not the thing you want. I feel like you know what you want, and right now, like, your old life is still shedding its skin. So you're not completely in the new yet, but you know exactly everything about the new version of the old thing you had. Does that make sense? Whether it's jewelry or, body care, like skincare, or vitamins, or workout equipment, or even the kind of, like, cutlery you have, or sheets, or TV, or games. Like, I feel like everything, like, what the best version of that for you and your lifestyle would be. I feel like you did a lot of research, pile 3. And with the diamond here, like, you're not someone who is like, oh yeah, I'll just take whatever. Like, it's recycled, great. No, I feel like you kind of, like, do the research. Like, what kind of wood is this that's recycled? Or how do I refinish it to get it to match, I don't know, the window pane or whatever. I don't know, it's like it's more detailed, and it's like more, because you've taken the time to attack every problem. So anything that you've had an issue with, like, if it's like dating, for example, or maintaining a healthy relationship with a partner, or your kid, or your grandkid, or your parents, or your grandparents, like, like, there's a level of detail here. Like, I feel like you've worked out so many different problems, and I feel like that's what Spirit is saying that you're bringing with you. It's like your know-how of what works for you and what doesn't. And it's like more than, like, just like products and, like, the healthy kind, or what kind of healthy food version of this that you like. It's more than that. It's more than like money. It's like attention to detail, like attention to why linen sheets don't work for you or why linen sheets do work for you. Like there's like a level of detail where you're kind of like, okay, I know my body needs this mineral more than these other minerals, something like that. I know my kid or my pet like likes to do things this way or that way, be more advantageous to have this kind of setup and that's the kind of setup. Like there's something about like a level of detail about, because like I feel like these are reoccurring material and emotional issues that you've worked out. Like any issue or any problem, I feel like you've worked out. Ladder, climbing towards success. This applies to work too. Like any issues that you had with work, with your career, with your job, with your business, like you figured it out. So now you're ready to kind of come onto the scene very strongly. You're about to like own your work very quickly. If I'm getting diamond in the rough, I'm getting like you're finally ready to shine. Like show your true potential. So I feel like with what you're bringing with you, target, goal-oriented person, is everything that you've wanted to work on, and then gong, an exciting event. Okay, so I do feel like this energy of like, you've been waiting for this moment where everything is like perfect, I'm hearing. I do get a sense of like, maybe perfectionism, maybe that's kind of like your thing, but I feel like you might have worked on it. But you've leaned into it. There's a situation where like you gotta run with your shadow aspect, like, you know, like the thing that like kind of makes you kind of make it kind of difficult for you to be around certain people or environments, like taking that, being like, you know what, but if I take this and run with it the other way, it can be beneficial, because our shadow aspects can be our strengths as well. Wow, so you literally worked on yourself on every facet, in every way. Is that what you're bringing with you? High Priestess. It's your gift. But kind of, I'm getting like a dark gift, or no, something you're gonna pass on. Okay, so there's something like, you know how like when it's like the people who look at like such small details in life and like obsess over it, like that actually make breakthroughs in it, you know what I'm saying? So like we notice it like in biology and like the sciences, technology, like we give them credit more because they're like, wow, like look at this mind-blowing new thing that we discovered that's going to change how we understand reality or work with reality. But it's like also people who kind of like obsess over how to make this one product better, and they have like the new item that flies off the shelves because it really does make people's lives better, or helps in so many different more different ways and stuff, things like that. And even people with routines, with diets and everything, like there's like people who go into like a very niche or specific type of diet, or you know, it's like a farmer who obsesses about like a specific produce, and like they work hard to make it like the best in the area, like that kind of level of obsession. I feel like you did something like that with your own life. Self-mastery, I'm hearing, like you kind of obsessively worked on how to be like the best version of yourself and to live like the best version of your life. And I feel like that's gonna really pay off. I feel like you have like the next best idea and something, or like I'm getting like now that you have the resources, like there's nothing you can't do. Like I feel like that you never run out of ideas. You're very well connected. You're a problem solver. But I feel like there's something about like you have the right resources or connects now that you can make this happen. I do feel like it's a new idea of pile 3 for you. So even though you're letting yourself shine, I do feel like you're taking your ability to take an idea and make it work. I feel like you're taking it to something new rather than something you've done in the past. But I do feel like you're bringing that aspect of yourself. Like, there's something that you worked on. It could be more than one thing that taught you that discipline and taught you how to kind of go after and make this kind of idea successful. And you're going to teach it to people, or you're going to use it for this like new product idea or like this kind of lifestyle change. There's something about that. Like you're going to bring it to the masses, I'm hearing. Okay, so why is this coming with you and what's so good about it? Moon and 9 of Swords. There's something that's been kind of like, it's something that like kind of didn't sit well with you, or maybe it's like your inner child that was hurt with this experience, or something that you wish that you had when you're going through a tough time, or you know, you wish you had these answers, or you wish you had this product, or you wish, you know, something that actually helps the collective. I feel like you're doing this because you're like, you know, I could really use this when I was going through a tough time. It could probably help someone else. That's the mother invention. These good ideas is it's usually something that you need. How great. What a great life purpose. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, which is Queen of Pentacles. Resourceful. Yeah, see, I'm getting like you have the resources now. Like you can kind of play with these ideas that you get because you have a ton of them. And Queen of Clouds, Compassion. So we have the 2 Queens of Pentacles and Cups. This is you kind of giving back. Giving back to that old version of yourself. Oh, this is like a full circle moment. So yeah, this often happens like when you finally kind of finish like your healing cycle, you do something to help other people that have gone through that similar healing cycle, or just help someone else who's going through a tough time. It's like you pass it on. It's kind of the purpose of suffering is you have more compassion for others. And so this is for you to kind of show your compassion, your care for an old version of yourself, but also to others who might be actually going through something similar. Okay, interesting. That's great. So are there anything specific intel I'm getting? I'm hearing like you know like all the pitfalls and all the mistakes that you want to avoid. And you know, I'm hearing like you know like the right ideas. And I'm getting like I do get a partner. Okay, so there might be like a partner involved. That makes it that's why it's different this time around. I'm hearing like you might be with the right romantic partner or business partner to take on this new idea with. It's very exciting. And you know it's like a winner. I'm hearing start with 1. And I think this is a great project for you and this new partner, whether it be a romantic or a business or a friendship, partnership, definitely like a long time partner energy I'm feeling kind of solidify, because I feel like this is like a new idea. It's a great way to kind of bring in this partner energy, wishbone. A wish is granted. There's like something like healing about doing this kind of work, something that you could have used when you were going through a healing or a tough time, or a project that didn't work out for you, or that you put a lot of time and energy and effort into, and to doing it with a partner. I am getting new, so it's like there's like a new person, and I feel like it's like someone can see you, and feeling like you don't have to go through it alone, and you're helping that old version of you heal while also helping the collective with something that you understand, that you can help with. So it's hitting a lot of points here, if you can see. And is there anything after that? Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Yeah, there's something about like, I feel like, is this person at a distance or is this idea being heard? Tower, solid foundation with success and effort. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like kind of great this person comes into your life. I do feel like maybe they're at a distance at first, but this idea brings the two of you together. And yeah, solid foundation, success with effort. Like both of you know, like this is like you're gonna hit it out of the park if you just both kind of go all in on this. I'm hearing loyalty, and I'm hearing that's like, yeah, I think the idea is gonna do really well in like a bigger area than you imagined. Like I feel like it might even do well in another country or something like that. All right, pile 3. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate like a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4. With a Larimar crystal, we're looking at something good coming with you into the next chapter of your life. Something that resonates with you in your current life, with your authentic energy. Something good coming with you into your next chapter. Carrot, opportunity or windfall. And staff, you'll be taken care of in difficult times. Okay. So I do sense the Larimar crystal is like about being kind of chill. Like if you're taking on too many people's problems, or you're feeling kind of like hot-headed or angry about all the things that are going on, like chill is a choice. But I feel like you have like a reason to be. I feel like you're someone who's just like been taking on everyone's problems, and you just want like peace and quiet and tranquility. And like it's a hard thing to break. It's a hard trait to break. When you keep doing something, it's hard to kind of not do that thing. So if you're like a parent and you're just kind of always there for your kids, and you're, or you're always taking care of your parents, or, doing too much at work, and you just kind of start doing that, just fit into that role, and people start taking you for granted, or not appreciating you as much, or you're just kind of expected to take on responsibilities or take on the workload or something like that. So this energy of like you have reason to be mad or something, and you want to be more chill, but like you kind of need to, I'm getting this energy of like you need to shake things up in your life in order to kind of be able to pursue a more calm and peaceful chapter in your life. So I do get that like this opportunity or over windfall, you'll be taking care of difficult times. I do feel like something is gonna pop into your life out of nowhere, and I feel like this opportunity is a thing that you bring with you in this next chapter. I feel like it's a reason. I feel like you don't need it. Like I feel like you're doing kind of well with everything right now. But this opportunity is definitely one where you're like, I can do better. And this is my opportunity to kind of break free from the old, shake things up. Yeah, so there's something like maybe winning the lottery or getting some someone leaving some like property or business in your name or something like that. There's like a situation where it's just like something just happens. You know, you have a new kid in your life, or you have a new pet in your life out of nowhere, or you have maybe work is offering you if you want to transfer, if you want to move, and you're like, I'm doing great here. It took me a long time to get to know the people and get my salary to where I wanted, to have the responsibilities I wanted. But if it means like an opportunity to change things in my life, shake things up, like I'll take it. So I'm getting this energy of like, you're good where you are, but like this opportunity is prompting you to kind of shake things up in your life more. So there's an opportunity that you're bringing with you. Yeah, it comes to you. And I feel like it's like the cherry on top, because I'm getting like you actually put in the hard work and effort to make changes in your life. And I do feel like you have improvement. I do feel like you like where you are, but I feel like you want more. You want more change. You want more of a shakeup in your life. Like you want to physically see it. And I feel like this opportunity or windfall like allows you to kind of shake up your physical life a little bit more. Then, yeah. The Tower in reverse. This is like kind of divinely planned. It comes out of nowhere, so I feel like you can't even really plan for it. It just kind of happens. But it's like an opportunity. Like you see it as like, oh wow, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take this and run with it. Maybe for some of you, not all of you, because I feel like most of you are like kind of spiritually inclined, like very spiritually inclined. So like when something happens that seems like not the best situation, like it's for something positive, an opportunity. So I do see that like when this situation happens, you're not freaked out about it. In fact, you're kind of like happy. I think any sane person, or maybe some of your friends or family, would be like shocked and be like, oh no, what are you gonna do? And you're here smiling, being like, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. This is my out, my divine out. I am so grateful for. I am peace out of here. Anything more about this opportunity? Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Yeah. See, like that's why, like you're like, this is not a bad thing. This is divine showing up and being like, giving me an excuse to shake things up, because I feel like there might be people around you who don't want you to get this win or get this opportunity or use this as a way to kind of move your workplace or move into a different career or move into another location or move away. Like I feel like you're too smart for that. Like you understand, like, wow, like this thing happened, I'm protected, and this is a great chance for me to kind of make some moves here. Flute, disappointment, and a friend or lover. I think powerful. I think you're kind of like, I did a lot of work here and I'm disappointed in like how people around you specifically haven't matched how you've changed. So I feel like you're like, I'm a new improved me. I'm ready to start life. And that's why I'm saying like, you're probably good where you are and what you're doing right now. But I feel like I want to change. Like I want to get away from people, maybe an ex or someone who's interested in you or someone who you used to be interested in, or old friends or old vibes. Like I feel like you're just like old coworkers. Like I feel like you're just kind of like, yeah, this scenario has played itself out. Like I need a change. And then one literally drops from the sky for you. Pile 4. Okay, so why is this coming with you? What's so good about it? Why is this coming with you? What's so good about it? 2 of Pentacles. And then the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Wow, the King and Queen of Swords. Because I feel like you're kind of not complacent, but I feel like you're kind of I'm hearing there's no fresh channels that spirit can bring this through for you. First of all, who is this king and queen of swords? Mountain. Major challenge to overcome. There's a couple around you, a male and female. This could be parents. This could be a friend and their spouse. This could be a boss and manager. There's a couple, or like there's like a male and female around you who are working in tandem to kind of, I'm getting like, not control your life, but they have a really strong hold on your life. Maybe they influence your decision a lot. And they're like mountain. They're very, very strong in their energy, at least when it comes to you. And they've kind of cut off your ability to bring in new opportunities or something like that. That's crazy. That's wild. Let's see more about that. Temperance. You have a ability to manifest really well, and you share the things that you manifest and the things that you work on. So you might not have been aware that not everyone is like that around you. And I feel like especially this like male and female. Is it more than just male and female? There have been in the past, there have been other people who kind of had this hold on you, this kind of energy in the past, because people like that you manifest a lot, and they obviously benefit from being around you. So some people don't want to let you go. Some people don't want you to move or change or leave them behind. You know, is the kind of energy I'm getting. A little bit selfish. They can only hold you back for so long. If you're divinely meant to kind of go somewhere or do something, like you're gonna go there, they could have only like kind of maybe slowed you down. You're very powerful yourself, so like these folks' energy only had a hold on you for a short time, but they're trying to actively counteract your manifestation of wanting to create this change in your life. King of Cups, spiraling renewal. These people do not like you. Sorry, powerful. I have to be honest here because big things are happening in our lives and we need to kind of get to the truth. Spiraling renewal. I feel like you were meant for a big change in your life, and I feel like this person was holding you. These people have been holding you back. Is it more than one? No. It's not a lot. I feel like it's been different people throughout your life, but I feel like you've been playing it smart and you've been planning to kind of keeping things to yourself or kind of spending more time alone in recent times because you sense that people are unevenly exchanging energy with you. You kind of know, you're very intuitive. Like you kind of sense like if people don't really, they're not looking out for your highest best good. They're looking out for theirs. And some people it's not even intentional. It might be just kind of like they're overwhelmed and so they kind of need help. And when you're kind of like drowning, you'll kind of grab for whatever you can feel is out there. Not everyone has the wherewithal to be like, if I'm drowning and I hold on to this person, they're gonna come down with me. When you're in survival mode, a lot of people kind of act more animalistic, right? So, because I'm like, there's a reason like you kind of kept being around this couple or these people. But I think you've sensed it, you picked up on it, and you kind of slowly took your energy away from them. And now what? Why is this good? Why is it good that you're bringing this opportunity with you into this new life? 10 of Cups. Wow. Pure happiness and connection. I feel like you're able to kind of like hear yourself and hear your own spirit guides more. Like I feel like you're able to connect to God and connect to what's right for you better. I feel like these people were kind of they were like radio static. They were kind of interrupting your connection to yourself, your inner universe and source, because they wanted to like prevent you from this like big renewal. I think that these people knew like you were meant for something like big, or your next chapter was gonna be something big. And I'm hearing impressive. There's a little bit of a jealousy thing going on. You might be surprised, even people who are like the closest to you, or even family or friends that like helped you out during like the hardest times, like they sometimes end up unintentionally blocking you, being envious of you, you know, that kind of thing. So it's not always like a bad like energy, like someone's out to get you, but they might be unintentionally blocking your manifestations or your connection. Of course, it's not going to like prevent you completely, especially when you're in your true self and you're very healthy, you're very connected. But I feel like once you get away from these folks, and you haven't, it seems like you've been spending time like away from them and by yourself if need be, to kind of make these big changes. Interesting. And I feel like once this opportunity comes through for you, this windfall, this Tower in reverse for me is a really positive, divine, like miracle that you couldn't have planned. Like you're super protected. It's going to get you very connected. You're gonna see things move up in your life very quickly. 8 of Snow. Stuck. Yeah, you've been kind of stuck. How do they keep you stuck? The Chariot, the flow. Because of your flow, you're very divinely connected, but like I feel like I'm getting, again, it's not always on purpose. Like I feel like sometimes it was unintentional, or sometimes it was just kind of like you trying to block yourself mirrored in these people, you know what I'm saying? Like you were blocking yourself and using these people as an excuse sometimes. Like there's always a choice, you know, like maybe they always keep you busy, or keep going out to the same bar, or keep hanging out with the same type of people, same vibe, wanting you to stay with them, have at work, because it's fun to hang out with you rather than move up the ladder. Yeah, they were just disconnecting your flow. Is that going to be reversed? Yeah, when you move or move in that new direction with work or new friends or something like that. Yeah, it's going to completely unblock you. I can't believe they're blocking you that hard. Why? Okay, we got a month here. April. And fair man dealing with a relationship with a fair man. I do. I'm not saying gender. I'm getting a fair person. I feel like there's someone that comes into your life that's like treats you fairly, and I think it's gonna be super bizarre to you because I feel like not many people have been treating you fairly, and you're gonna see a complete change in this person when they show you how people should be treating you right now, instead of how they have been and you got kind of used to. It's gonna flip a switch in your brain, which is going to help you move on from the situation, take this opportunity, and not get stuck, and like really unlock your abundance energy. Is this Who's this person? Okay. Beware of greed. Yeah. Be careful because, like, I feel like this opportunity or windfall comes in around the time. Like, there's going to be people who are going to be like, well, what's yours is mine. Don't you want to share? How long have we been friends? Like, that kind of thing, you know? So, like, beware of that. And then I feel like the long haul. Yeah, I feel like this person that comes in, they're just kind of unlocking that mindset for you, because I feel like once you see something in your life, like how you're supposed to be treated, it's easy to kind of keep yourself in that energy. But it's like, if you don't touch it, smell it, feel it, if you don't use all your senses to kind of know the energy you're trying to get into, it's hard to kind of keep it. So that's why it's like this person is like an angel that literally comes in. Like, maybe your angels or ancestors actually sent them to show you what it's like how you should be treated nowadays, and what it's like when someone's not energetically draining you. And how does this opportunity come in? Yeah, I feel like you're so drained. Yeah. You're so drained that when this opportunity comes in, you're kind of like it doesn't even excite you at first, because you're just like, yeah. Cause I feel like you feel like it's just like more work to do, or you're not sure. Like, you're like, well, it took so long for me to get to where I am in life right now, and it's good where it is. And I feel like that's why this person gets sent in to show you, like, no, trust me, it's gonna be a lot better. You're gonna get more energy. You're gonna get rejuvenated, better connections. And that's kind of what's catalyzed it. It's so interesting that even with this opportunity that comes in, you're kind of like, I don't know. Romance is in the air. It might be like a romantic interest that kind of catalyzes you to make this decision. But I wouldn't think that, like, it might not be something that kind of is someone that you get into a relationship with. It could just be someone that, like, has a crush on you, or you have a crush on them enough so, like, you can, like, be motivated to make some changes. Forces working against you, yeah, see? And to cut your ties with these energies that are working against you. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. And frying pan, troubles and accusations. Yeah, be careful, because, like, take care of this new abundance and opportunity and money that comes in like it's your own baby. Because there are going to be people who are going to be greedy and be like, hey, you got this opportunity, like, make it work for us. You know, help us out too. You just gotta cut and run. This guy or girl that comes in really helps you kind of see the other way. Because I'm getting, like, I don't know, there's something about being content. Like, see, you're so worn out. You're so drained energetically, you don't even realize it. Then when this awesome opportunity comes in, you're kind of like, I don't know, things are kind of good the way they are. I worked really hard to get it here. But then that's why Spirit brings in that inspiration. All right, Pile 4. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pile 5. With the Muscovite, which is basically the common mica, it's a good crystal for if you feel like you've been missing the signs and you're kind of like, what? How did I miss that? If you're been too much in your head, too spiritual in the higher chakras, and you need to kind of feel grounded and kind of maybe get some navigation in how to handle something spiritual, like what spiritual direction to go in, which spiritual modality or tool or sign should you look at. Because, like, it's like you still want to be, like, you still know that you need, like, some sort of spiritual intuitive insight to solve the problem, but maybe you were kind of too spiritual or kind of not going in the right spiritual direction. All right, so what is something you're taking into the next chapter? Something good that you're taking into the next chapter because it still resonates with you, or it resonates with you now authentically. Something that can comfort you knowing that it's going to be with you in the next chapter. Then we have money path and we have rat. Okay. A path with money is waiting for you. Someone working against you behind your back. Okay. So I do feel like you're getting a lot of money coming to you. Okay. Fly and parrot. A protection, a period of ill health and depression. Someone will gossip about all your secrets, and someone working about in your back. Okay, so I'm getting, there's an energy of, like, I think Spirit is hijacking this reading and kind of just giving you a warning, Pile 5, that you're on this path to making an incredible amount of money. And there's going to be people who are totally against that. I'm getting psychic attacks. I'm getting people kind of gossiping or trying to even maybe take your money or make sure you don't make as much as them, or take some of them, low, or like say something about you so maybe you won't get that promotion or something like that. So just be careful. I think Spirit is really taking the minute here to make sure that, like, you understand you have a beautiful path for wealth and abundance ahead of you, a ton of prosperity, and like there's like energies trying to block you from it. Okay, so what else do we need to know about these people? Yeah, there's a door opening for you, and when that door opens, like, I feel like a lot of the dark energies kind of know, like, yep, Pile 5, like, that's the one that's getting all this, like, divine abundance and prosperity energies. Like, they open the door so we can clearly see which one they are. And something about, like, you're shining so bright, it's like hard to miss you, that even like the dark energies can see you. Okay, and the King of Cups in reverse and the Devil card. Yeah, be careful. These people do not care about you. This is more of a difficult energy, but trust me, we'll get through it to the other side. You're gonna see people act kind of crazy. This is a warning from your spirit guides, and I'm getting directly that, like, please don't, like, take it personally when you see people who you loved and care for act in bizarre ways. If you see, like, the dark side of humanity through people that you've known for a long time, worked alongside, or invited to your kid's birthday party, or, you know, invited them out to, like, with your friends, or that you know, bought a nice Christmas gift and spend, you know, the holidays with, or something. Like, don't be surprised if sorry, Pile 5. If people start acting not cool around you once this money path opens up for you, or opens up for you, like, in a very big and significant way, very, very soon. Yeah. And I'm getting, like, there's gonna be people coming out of the woodworks to try to get a piece of that pie. Be careful, Pile 5. Why aren't you protected? Weeping Willow, family sorrow. It's family karma, bloodline karma that's kind of playing out. I'm hearing something from ancestors, but let me. Yeah. Okay. It's so some of your ancestors, it kind of, like, I'm hearing, like, saying sorry. But you're the only one who could do it, and we know you could do it because you've proven yourself with a great track record. We wouldn't have tried to release this one last, like, karmic thing through you if we didn't think you could handle it, and if you didn't come so far already, and that you hadn't shown that you could not, that you wouldn't just, like, pass the test, that you would, like, demolish it, like, it'll be nothing for you. But even so, I feel like I'm getting it. It's even kind of a little bit scary for you because you're like, wow, like I didn't know, like people like around me could like behave this way. Anything else your ancestors want to say? I mean, this is gonna change the course of your bloodline forever. So they're like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, 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 sorry. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like you're not doing it just for yourself. You're doing it for everyone, all your family who's come before you and will come after you and are currently in your life. So it's like, it's a lot to take on, but like they're so glad that you're doing this. I'm also getting like this comes with like the legacy money. Like so, this is like the not only will you be taking on that karma, unfortunately, and undoing that karma a little bit. It just has to play out because like you are protected, but like I feel like they're allowing this to kind of play out for some reason. Like there's no way through it. There's no way through it than through it. You know, you are meant for and destined for a lot of wealth, like legacy type of wealth, but it comes with the caveat that like you kind of have to undo this bloodline karma thing. They're like I'm saying like we didn't want to tell you until it was close because it's not fun. I don't think it's gonna hurt you. I don't think it's gonna harm you. I think you're just gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, whoa, like people be acting crazy. I think that like you're gonna be protected. I think you're just gonna kind of like walk away and like let it, dust off your shoulder kind of thing. But like I it's still kind of like not cool, not fun. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. The good thing is I have a lot of money to enjoy, that can distract you from all these people acting kind of weird. Kite vacation, you can take vacation, you can leave as much as you want, you can move, you can buy yourself things, you can buy yourself security. There's like a plus side to all this, right? Having the money. And torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. You know what's happening and why it's happening. You've been kind of prepped and you've been given a huge heads up here now. So Power 5, like, sorry, but you'll have a lot of good stuff to distract yourself with while this energy kind of subsides and works itself out. Why is that happening? Ace of Cups, overflowing. Yeah, you kind of unlocked something here. Power 5, like you unlocked like a huge wellspring of water. Like you struck oil here. Like you struck oil, you struck gold. Like there's like an abundance of wealth coming your way. Like so much. Wellspring, like it's gonna keep going and going. That it comes with this territory. Like you're gonna have to deal with this bloodline karmic thing in order to kind of be able to have this destiny and to be able to sustain that great amount of energy, which you're ready for. Okay, so what are these people gonna be like? What are they doing? Six of Snow, Six of Swords. When to fly. I feel like it's because you're activating your family as well, because like I said, this is a legacy type of money. Like you're gonna be able to leave stuff. And so this is kind of hardcore triggering them to get their energies ready to be able to take on this amount of abundance from the bloodline. Because once you activate this abundance energy, it's going to affect your whole bloodline. The past, present, and the current ones right now living. So like they're going to be triggered by you to get ready for that. And I'm hearing from Spirit, like, you don't have to help them. You don't have to help them at all. Definitely don't give them the money, but you don't have to help them get ready with their energies. Like, that's just going to be their activation, their call to service, their call to purpose, their call to work on themselves to get into that energy. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to kind of, I guess, witness the darkness that comes out of these people who you love a lot or love you a lot, or that has been in your life for a very long time, or that you kind of trust. It's gonna not be cool, but I think you're prepared for it. And of course I've seen this type of energy in other readings where it's like, yeah, you'll have like the right kind of support and people in your life. For you, Pile 5, I think you're gonna really enjoy your monies, your abundance, your time away doing whatever makes you happy and distract yourself. Is what's required in this kind of karmic bloodline work? Just witness, strength, yeah. To keep your vibes high through it all. That's it. Just keep your vibes high, Pile 5. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, and if you can kind of like keep that abundance to yourself, maybe not tell so many people about it either, and like kind of not share it, maybe not even have these folks over at your place or something, like to get them, you want to stoke the fire. So like it might be best for you to kind of just like hide out on yourself by yourself, or mostly by yourself. So I do see it with other people, it's like you're gonna go right into soul family. For you, I feel like you're gonna spend some time by yourself. I think it's gonna take you a second to kind of be like, who do I trust, you know? It's the ones, yeah, exactly. I think you're just meant to kind of witness and observe and just kind of like see what's going on. Take your time to keep your vibes high, but like kind of keep things at a distance. Keep checking up on it. But it's gonna take you a second to be like, what do I do next, or what do I do now? What about you people in your life? Three of Pentacles, yeah. You will be meeting fellow journeymen who are kind of also in a similar boat as you. So don't worry, you'll have like a few people here and there at least that you can connect with at this time. But I think you're going to want to spend time alone for a bit, just checking on things here and there, but keeping your vibes high is like the main priority. All right, sorry, Pile 5. I was like, what's good that's coming with you? And it's like money. And bloodline stuff. But it seems good. Like I feel like there's like a lot of promise here. Like you shook things up for your bloodline, so like you did something really good for your bloodline, and the people who are gonna be stepping up for it, like they're gonna be grateful you did this. And the others are just gonna be people you're gonna have to keep your distance with in the foreseeable future. But I feel like this is like you did a good thing when like you affected your bloodline family, and that positively. You're leaving a lot of good stuff. Like you did the right thing. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, and it's gonna be harder for some, and a challenge that some family members are gonna be willing to step up and take. There might be. Let me see. Is there someone in their family that might be like already there or close to being there? The Lovers, Two of Wands. Not really, but I do feel like you have a partner, a romantic partner, that it matches your level. So that's gonna be good because you'll have like your family that you create with your partner and your kids and whatever. That can hold that space for you immediately at least, and then I'm getting like you'll see who's like gonna kind of step up. It's a free will thing. So all right, Pile 5, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, I really appreciate like a comment, and with that I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pile 6 with the Bloodstone crystal. We're looking at something good you're taking into your next chapter. Something that resonates with you now in your current life, that's coming with you, that can give you maybe a source of comfort when there's so many things changing and leaving your life, and has been for a while. This is accompanied with the reading I did before this one, which is things closing out, something that's closing out in your life for good. Both positive readings, and important during this kind of transition in life. Okay, so the Bloodstone is the energy. The energy of the Bloodstone really helps with if you're kind of overworked, if you're kind of bled dry and you just kind of want to feel like yourself again, and you're just kind of like need that extra little bit of energy just to get through the day, but then also to kind of more like immediately, but kind of also probably long term as well. So I'm getting that kind of like exhausted, and there's like so much happening like energetically this past week. This is the time I was reading, but like around the time that I posted this is when this huge like separation between 5D and 3D are happening more like obviously. And there was like a huge solar storm that came through, and it's just like the energy has been so heavy, and that's just like been really tiring, vivid dreams, can't sleep for a long time, taking naps, exhausted because you're doing so much energetically. So that type of energy. But let's see some good stuff that's coming with you into your next chapter. Wish not granted, tulip, great passion, in January. Okay, so I'm getting something from your past. Something from your past is not coming with you. We're asking about what is coming with you, though, Spirit. Lightning, control your anger, and you'll be sorry. Okay, so there's something about, there's something in the recent past, like I'm getting, like I'm recording this in March, so like maybe a few months ago, a couple months ago, 1 to 3 months ago, that maybe you were really upset with because something didn't work out or you didn't get something. This is something that was really important to you. I feel like you were kind of bummed about it. You didn't think that like you worked really hard on something. I feel like it's more of a feeling than an event or a situation or a thing or an accomplishment or something. I feel like it's more of like a vow, like you vowed to never feel this way again or something like that. And then you started to feel that way again. You're like, dang it, like I did everything to avoid feeling like crap or getting overworked or pushed around or not have someone respect my boundaries or something like that. There's something about like there's something about you promised yourself you wouldn't do this again and you did it, or there's something about like you're tired of like feeling a certain way or being pushed in a certain way, or maybe some of you kind of even did it on purpose. You're like, this is the last time I'm going to allow someone to do this, or this situation to do this, or work to do this. Like there's something about that like where you're like, this is the last time I'm going to ever feel this way, or ever allow myself to feel this way, or get this low again, or get this whatever it is. Like you weren't ever gonna let yourself be in that kind of way ever again. Okay. Do we know what that is? Yeah, I think it's like for your long-term like stability and health. It could be even partnership. It could be something that was affecting your partnership with your person. Maybe you're like, I'm not going to let work ever get in between me and my person or me and my family again. They always take too many days like away from me or time away from my family. Or maybe something like kind of affecting your health. I think that's like a big one. I'm not going to let anyone make me feel this way again, or get in the way of something that I'm doing for myself, my own personal goals or my own personal health or something like that. And then stability. So like someone like kind of always affecting your stability. Maybe someone's always kind of like popping up at the wrong time, asking for your help, calling you when you're like working on something or working on something for work, or like you have some career goals and like, you know, people keep pulling you away or something like that. There's something about that. Like, so your stability, your health, your partnership are like a mix of those. So this is not coming with you. Yeah, you won't even know it. In this new phase, like that old version of you that was always tired, or that was always like getting distracted or walked all over or pushed to your limit or brought down too low or completely burnt out, not coming with you. That person, you're not even going to recognize this new version of yourself that is not ever going to allow yourself to be in that situation again. It sounds like survival mode. For you, I think it did feel like survival mode, yeah. I think you're going to be super surprised how, like, yeah, you know, sometimes if you, you might forget the feeling. That's how far away from it you're going to feel. Yeah. I feel like you can have the right people who kind of replenish you in the right situation and events that replenish you. No more situations that take your energy. Only situations, people, places, things that rejuvenate you and give you energies towards the things that you work on and want in your life. I'm going to specifically stability, health, and partnership. Yeah. All right, so why is it coming with you? I guess in this case, yeah, it's that vow to yourself. Why is it coming with you? You know, I always do these readings thinking like I'm gonna be able to pull some like tangible stuff, and it's always these like crazy ideas that I'm like, what is spirit doing? Like, this is not gonna make money, but I don't care about that. But still, it's just kind of far-fetched, and I hope it resonates with people. But at the same time, it's like people want to know about the car or the love or the money that's coming into your life, and I'm like, you're never gonna be tired again. Like, do you want to know that? I don't know. The Magician. You're not gonna be like, I guess you're not gonna be spending your energy on things that you don't want to spend it on. I think that's key for you, because I feel like you have so much power and so much energy coming to you, even more so than you already have, that when you're rejuvenated and when you can spend your energy and time and money on things that you actually want to spend it on, I think it's going to blow your mind, like how much you're going to be able to accomplish every day, every week, every month, every season, in a year, in years, few years, because like you don't have that weight on you anymore with the wrong people, places, and things that you were putting your energy, money, and effort and focus on. You know what I'm saying? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the Page of Swords. Page of Wands and Pentacles, and I guess Swords in reverse. I do feel like it's affecting your day to day, and it's like kind of like you know, when say you have like $100 to spend, $1,000 to spend on groceries that week or something like that, and then like a lot of things kind of pop up with the car, with the kids, with this and that. And, you know, you're kind of like, okay, let me give a little bit of money here to this person and that person and this thing and that thing. It's like, and then you look at the end of the day and it's like, you only have like $100 left, or you only have like $20 left. And you're like, how did that happen? Like, I had $1,000 You know, I could have had a really good grocery haul. And now all of a sudden, where did all my money go? This person was asking for this, and then, like, you know, this bill popped up, and then I had to pay taxes for that, and I had to, you know, fix this thing, and that I had to fix this thing that I don't even use, I don't even want, but like I had to, you know, there's like this, it just like all this energy and money and focus like is just gone. And you know what it is? You know, it's kind of like if you stop like drinking alcohol or smoking for a while, and then you realize how much like money you've been spending on those things, or eating at nice restaurants all the time, or you know, if once you get like a newer car or something like that, and you don't have to like pay for repairs as much, like it's like that, like when you kind of realize how much money you're getting back, how much money you're saving, how much energy you're keeping for yourself, money you're keeping for yourself again. I'm getting your energy is really strong. I feel like you have more power and energy than most people realize. I feel like than you even realize. So like it's gonna be especially shocking for you when you stop doing different things for other people, and things that don't matter to you, and things that no longer matter to you and that aren't important to you, and then reprioritize your energy and focus and money. There's this energy of like you shouldn't be getting burnt out that often. You shouldn't be. But you're just so used to energies taking from you over and over and over again, distracting you and keeping you from your priorities. Okay, so why is this coming with you? What's the perk? Why is it positive? Page of Pentacles. Again, Page of Pentacles. Boundless curiosity. That's a cute little beaver. Yeah, you have like a very open mind. You have a very intellectual mind. You have a very curious mind. And a very creative mind. I think you're going to be like blow yourself away when you realize what happens when you shift your focus, shift your thoughts, shift your time and energy to what you want. I feel like I'm just kind of being like your soul sister here and being like reminding you that you've been doing too much for other people, and you need to reprioritize yourself and your own goals, because like what you can do for yourself and for life and for the world are like so much more than what other people can do, just because you have that capacity. You're like a way shower. You're very powerful, and you have a lot of good intentions and good ideas, but you have the willpower too to manifest it, to make it happen. Like you have that skill set, that knowledge. And sometimes we just need to be reminded by a like-minded friend. So I feel like I'm just like kind of reminding you. It's like, yeah, don't forget to cut out all these distractions basically and focus on what you want. You have a powerful mind. I'd hate to see a world where you don't use it to its maximum potential. Okay, so why are you bringing this with you? Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, scarcity. You're limitless. You're like that pill in that movie. Not the person taking it. You are the pill itself. Like, I feel like you have unlimited potential. Can't let that go to waste. Seahorse, family matters. I think there's a thing here with your family or your friend circle. I think they've been they've had a really big part of your life, and granted, like, they should, like, our family and friends and people that we keep close to us are the ones who give us our biggest life lessons. So kind of like built-in lesson makers in our lives, lifelong ones. But I feel like they're not wreath sorrow over loss. I think you're too kind. I think you're too kind to people. It hurts you when they to see them sad, or it hurts you to not be there for people when they need help. But I'm getting like there's like, what are you supposed to do? Chariot, you're supposed to go. Pile 6, you're supposed to go. With all this energy being restored to you and your mission, your purpose here in life, like you have things to do. And they'll just start popping up one after another. Like as long as you keep doing what you feel like you should be doing, they'll keep coming through for you. The things that you should be working on, that you can like improve on, opportunities you should take. Yeah. I feel like as soon as you kind of bring your energy back, like you're like, I feel like you're chosen. Like I feel like the divine energy is like to manifest ideas through you. So pile 6, like you don't even need anything. Like for the other piles, it's kind of like money and, you know, partnership and soul family and opportunities and work and stuff coming through. You are the full thing. You are everything in that small pill, like that small atom. Like I feel like you have access to unlimited energy, unlimited potential. You don't need any of those things. You just need your energy back, and you can manifest whatever you want. Money, career opportunities, connections in your life, even health. You have a stronger psychic gifts than all the rest. A seahorse here. It's like someone's trying to like hijack your energy. Like they're kind of trying to use you as like their parent or their caretaker. Or maybe they're trying to like pawn off their responsibilities on you. Like, can you babysit my kids, or can you take care of the parents this time, or can you take care of planning this person's this thing, or can you fix this thing for this? Like, I feel like someone's like trying to pawn off their responsibilities onto you. Like pawn off their kid to you, or pawn off responsibilities with the family to you. Or if you have a really tight-knit friend group, like someone who always like kind of puts it on you to plan the thing or get everyone together. So there's something about like people keep pawning off their responsibilities on you when you have your own things that you should be doing. Okay, is there anything else that you need to know about the situation? Firecracker, excitement, and you're on the road to success. So yeah, with the Chariot here, like I feel like you just need to start taking your energy back, even if it's slowly, if that's how you can do it. So I do feel like you kind of like, you hate like leaving. You hate not being there for people, but they're not really there for you. So like you gotta figure it out. Plastics, like you have an exciting chapter ahead of you where you're gonna be doing a lot of fun things. Only something that only you can do, because again, like you have it's not even like there was a pile that had to do with like incredible manifestation abilities, but yours is something different. You're like a reality bender. Like, how would I best describe your ability here? Wow, the world card. You are complete. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're the total package, pal. Like, I don't even know how to describe it because I don't even know what it is. But, like, you have everything. You are the alpha and omega. You're like, I don't know. Maybe your psychic gifts are like way, way powerful. Something like different that I can't like really talk about here. Or you just have that potential. You have that, you're tapped in, pal 6, like in a way that like no other person I've talked to on this reading is. Wow, incredible. So you just gotta do whatever you feel like doing, and even if it's like a little bit at a time, taking back your energy and prioritizing this thing, this small task for yourself, or this hobby for yourself, or this connection for yourself, and start slowly stepping away. For others of you, you might kind of want to do it more quickly, but kind of do it how it makes sense for you. Yes. The Magician card, yeah. You some amazing things are gonna be happening for you, and like I can't even describe it, but like all you have to do is just focus on things that you want to do, and like things will start happening. How did your energy get hijacked if you're that powerful? Peacock, beware. I think you're very, very good looking, and so people naturally want to take your energy. Or there's something really cool about you. Maybe your personality, maybe you're talented, gifted, and you look good or something like that. And so like you're a natural like target for people to kind of like, oh well, they have it easy in life. Like, oh well, they're just like very, very smart. Like, oh well, you know, they're really, really good at this, so it'll be easy for them, but not a problem for them. Like, oh well, you know, they have a lot of money, or they come from a good family, or they're really rich, or they're doing really well, so they can afford this, or they can do that. You know, like that type of energy around you. Anything about that? Scissors. Cut them out. Cut them out. Do your thing. Pile 6. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate like a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pile 7. With the Peridot crystal, we're looking at something good you're taking into your next chapter. So at this point, you might have had a lot of drastic changes, or feel a lot of drastic changes coming through in your life, or you want them. And you also might have had a lot of things be released in your life, and that's how you know like there's big things released coming through for you. Sorry, my camera shut off for a second. So it's more comforting to know that there might be something in your life that still resonates with you, or resonates with your authentic vibe now, that can give you some comfort moving into the next chapter. Get back to basics. Okay, so what's something good coming into your next, that you're bringing into the next chapter? Wall, quill. I'm getting this like old world vibe. Beetle, good fortune. I do get old things that work really well, I'm hearing. Flowers, happiness. So with the back to basics, I do feel like you have a good amount of knowledge about something that's a very like a staple of life, you know, like maybe you have a really good understanding of how homes are built, or certain furniture, or like flowers or vegetable growing, trees, or local species of things, insects or birds, or animals. Maybe you're a good hunter, maybe you're a good fisherman. Maybe you have a great idea of how to make things with your hands, construction, woodworking. metalworking. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you can make, you're a really good cook. Maybe you like to make your own products. There's something about you where you kind of know how to know a lot about something that's like self-sustainable, like something that's like practical in real life. Maybe you know how to like your work well with clocks, so you know a lot about watches, or I'm hearing like refurbishing, maybe working on cars, um, practical skills and abilities, things, something like that. It's like interesting because it's usually like really rich people and really poor people that know how to do these things, right? Um, we're seeing more of a resurgence of it in the middle class, but you know, it's one of those things that it's timeless. You know, if you know how to do it and you know how to do it well, like it's something that will serve your family for generations to come, kind of thing. Okay, interesting. What part of that is coming with you? The Ace of Wands. I'm getting your ability to get going on anything you want to learn. Interesting. So I do get a sense of like time. You're going to be able to have the time to learn all these things that you want to learn or want to master better or be able to teach. There's something about like old world skills, old world skills. It could be shoes, it could be dancing. It's just something like more classic, traditional, old world. I'm hearing something maybe closer to nature, something that will never go out of style, that will be something that like humanity will always need, like that kind of thing. I'm getting this energy of like things that you've always wanted to learn or get better at or do better, and now you're gonna have the opportunity to, because I do feel like I'm hearing time is what you're gonna be bringing with you. I feel like you maybe had to make time to learn some of these things, but you never had enough time to really do it how you wanted to. I'm getting like working with your hands. Yeah, I feel like something that you've always wanted to do but never had the time to, but you've made time to in recent years, and now like you have more of an interest or kind of like maybe more novice at these things, that you're ready to kind of do it more. Maybe you could take on an apprenticeship. There's something about like now having the time. Okay, so why is this coming with you and what's so good about it? So why is this coming with you? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing from Spirit like you've proven that even if you are really busy or down in the dumps or going through a hard time or challenge or situation in your life, like you always went back to the basics, or you always went back to the things that interest you or that things that you want to learn about. And I'm hearing like Source really admires you for that, for like always trying to get back to things that you found to be important, things that you always had interest in. I'm getting like it's something that you're interested in but also had practical use. um I'm hearing like Jesus being a carpenter. Like there's something about like working with your hands, doing something practical and that's useful and helpful to society, while also having like an interest in it and showcasing a little bit of your creativity at least. There's something about that that's like great. I'm getting like you would do more of it if you had the time. King of Wands and the Tower in reverse. Wow. I feel like something's gonna pan out. I feel like something long term is going to pan out for you, which is going to allow you to kind of do this. Purse. Yeah, pay attention to your finances. And in need of help, assistance, and guide. I feel like you're going to be guided. Teardrops. Great personal sorrow. I feel like you're going to be guided to manage your finances in a certain way that will set you up more long term if you haven't already got that. I feel like there's a new wave of like people coming onto my channel that are kind of already financially well set and for the foreseeable future, even for generational wealth, and they're pretty good with their businesses or their careers and stuff like that. But I think and even like the people who are kind of more well off, like they have more time in their day because they, have their money work for them. So there's a lot of people who are already kind of in that energy that are coming onto this channel and that I'm meeting with more. So it's kind of like using your time wisely. A lot of people are trying to figure out like, now that I have the wealth and now that I am set up and now that I have the success and can do kind of whatever I want, like I had to figure out what it is that I do want to do. A lot of people are coming in with a lot of like emotional baggage that they kind of want to figure out how to clear out. And now that I went through my own personal healing journey and finished it, I realized there's so many shortcuts. There are so many shortcuts that are easier than going into the traditional therapy way of talking about everything and overanalyzing everything and all that. There's like definitely ways, like not everyone is kind of like well suited for that. I have my like sun and moon in the first house. And a moon in Virgo. So I'm pretty good at like organizing mine and others' emotional closet or spiritual closets. And yeah, there's not everyone's like kind of meant to do it that way. Like some people like it, some people like to overthink or go into detail and know why everything is connected, and some people they just care to release this kind of hardship they had that is minimally invasive as possible. So yeah, and then also people are trying to figure out like what's the best way to use my time and figure things out and like what I should be doing in life. And surprisingly, even the folks who are really well off struggle with these same things. Like, how do I spend my day? Like, what should I be focusing on? Having the motivation to be able to start a hobby and, feel like they're not going to be wasting their time with specific ones. Like, so there's this energy of like, you have the time now, or you're getting more time. Like, I feel like for you, Pile 7, you have things that you want to learn and work on and figure out. It might be kind of crazy to you how much time you get to work on all these things. It's going to be a weird energy because instead of working for someone else or working like a 9 to 5, working on your business every day or whatever you do for work, working to take care of your kids and home responsibilities every day, like there's going to be like a shift. You're going to definitely have more time to kind of focus on the things you want to focus on. It's going to be like almost like, how like it's like shifts of 8 hours. Like you sleep for 8 hours, you work for 8 hours, and then you have 8 hours to kind of do what you want to during the day, but like usually 4 of those hours it's kind of gone to home responsibilities, family responsibilities, and things like that. So you really only have like 4 hours to yourself, if that, every day. It's gonna be kind of like a weird switch when you start tapping like 6 hours to yourself every day, and then like 8 hours to yourself every day, and then 10 hours to yourself every day, and then 12 hours. You know, it's gonna be like kind of crazy. You're gonna be like, wow, like I have so much time to do whatever you want, and you're gonna be in like that content energy all the time, feeling like happy to kind of go with the flow and be like, what do I feel like doing now? What do I feel like working on now? There's definitely that type of energy. I'm not gonna say it happens every day. You might get like more like a longer weekend or shorter work days at first, but like there is, for most of the people who come on this channel, you're kind of further along your journey, so you've already kind of figured out ways to kind of spend more of your time and energy on the things that you find important every day, rather than someone kind of dictating how you should be spending your day and what your schedule for the week is like. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what is this? Why is it so good to have this time come with you? I'm hearing like there needs to be a little bit of a boredom period with you, Pile 7, where you kind of let your intuition, your higher guidance kind of guide you to figuring out what you rather spend time doing. For some of you, you've accomplished something very big in your life, and so you're kind of like, what do I do next? And Spirit wants you to and needs you to take time to be bored to figure it out. You know, it's like the difference between kids back in the day and kids now. Like back in the day, if you were outside, you would just like find things to do. You'd make up games, invent things. And nowadays, like, kids need stimulation. They want to be on their, you know, TVs and phones and whatever 24/7. And we forget to remind ourselves to like get bored, be bored, have space, do nothing. And then you'll get a spark of an idea, and then you'll do that idea or start it. And where that kind of stuff can lead. Usually magic happens when you do something you aren't just thinking about doing, like something you thought about doing in that moment, or if you do something completely different than what you've ever done before, or a totally different idea that you've never ventured out to do. Sorry, I'm kind of being hit with like so much energy right now. Okay, so why is this good for you? 7 of Swords, 7 of Snow. Deceiving. Getting back to basics, I'm hearing this energy of like, there's a lot of static in your life, and you might have forgotten what's your voice and what you want to do versus what other people want you to do or other people expect of you, or, you know, you're kind of like, wait, do I actually want to do this, or is it just something that like a lot of people like doing, so I think I like to do it too? So like really getting down to the nitty gritty of like what you actually like doing, what you actually want to do with your life. Ace of Pentacles, 1 Swords. I feel like you kind of maybe haven't connected for a minute, or connected really like peacefully, just quietly with just you and Source. I'm getting a meditative state, but not like meditating in nature or anything. I'm getting like literally going out with like one of those like notepads that was like the size of your palm instead of your phone, and a pen, and going out in nature and just kind of writing ideas down, or carrying around that small like pocket-sized notebook all week and then writing down like ideas that you get for life, like little quotes, or ideas that you get for inventions or things that you want to do or try, and writing it in a notebook. You could even like number it and date it, of course, but then like maybe at the end of the week or end of the month, I kind of go through the notebook and be like, what's one thing I can like do today, And you could like pick something for yourself, or you can let like spirit pick one idea for you. If you don't like it, you can pick something else. Like, it's just a way to kind of spark new things. With the Ace of Wands here, it's like you need that spark. You need that spark back. So you have to go back to basics. Connect with yourself again. Again, you don't have to meditate, but I recommend small notebook, pen or pencil, nature. Getting bored a little bit. And figuring it out what it is that you want to do. The Lovers, the enduring union. And I'm getting this is like a union between you and Source, but of course, this could be also a great time to kind of spend time with just you and your partner for a little bit, kind of reconnect. Okay. Fire, strong emotion, passion, passionate love or hate. So I feel like this is like the second time passion came up. And so I do really feel like your partner, if you have one, could really help you. Like, you guys can do something together. You guys can inspire each other for things that you might want to do yourself. You don't always have to listen to every idea your partner has, but like, they know you really well, so they'll probably kind of be able to recommend like things that you might like that you might have not thought of. You know, same with friends and family, but I'm getting this energy of like cutting down to the core people in your life, you know? Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And what is this change? Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. What is this problem? Hard work ahead. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of like, I have the time and energy to work on this next thing in my life, but I want to make sure I absolutely know what it is that I'm going to be doing. And Spirit says like kind of like start out small, like start off with like the basics, like something practical, and then you'll kind of start opening your mind up again, free flowing, to get the idea for like the next like big project or business or task you want to take on in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is supposed to be like effortless. This is supposed to be not like a challenging thing. You're supposed to be kind of be like letting this happen, and I think you will. I mean, definitely getting this energy of like allowing things to happen, and like now that you have the time, you can allow things to happen and unfold better than before, where I feel like before it was kind of like you had to like force yourself or plan a time to kind of do these things, make time to do these things. And I feel like now it's kind of like you have more time to figure it out. Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. And handshake, okay. Meeting with a stranger can be, yeah, because this is when like the magic happens, right? So you kind of like you do these like little things. You let yourself be in that free flow state. So we talk in meditative state, but you don't have to necessarily meditate. Write down your ideas. Do that small but practical things that you always wanted to do that kind of puts you in the free flow state and kind of get you in that like creative flow, but also working with your hands practically. And then this is going to be like where you're going to meet the next project or the next passion project, partnership. That's going to be important that you kind of take on. Yeah, because the Lovers, like you're having a union with yourself and Source, and oftentimes with like something that you really care and love and know will be the next thing that you work on. Okay, Pile 7. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate like a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light.